What if you could wake up energized, feeling your best, and live each day with purpose? Count me in.
That would be fantastic.
Let's do it, Paula.
Yes. Our next guest says he can show you how in his new book. We have Dr. AskDrNandi. He's the author of AskDrNandi. 5 steps to becoming your own health hero for longevity, well-being, and a joyful life. Thank you so much for being here, Doctor.
Hey,
We're so glad you're here. You're on a book tour. You're here in Denver.
Yeah, I love Denver and its traffic.
And he's got a sense of humor,
He has a stomach ache from the traffic.
Mile-high traffic.
Mile-high traffic. You got it. You got it. So, Dr. Nandi, tell us, is it true that, your gut affects everything about you?
We were just talking about this. I feel the gut is the center of the universe. Here's the reason why. When you eat something and you put something in your gut, if you put crap in, all my patients expect to put crap in and get flowers out, right? So imagine, so you eat something like, I don't know, some fast food with 14-syllable additives, right? It goes into your intestine. Your intestine is border patrol. Extraordinaire. 1 cell layer thick between poop and blood. So if you put the wrong stuff in there, inflammation can begin because people think, the intestine thinks that the additives and the crap is actually something to attack. So microscopic inflammation starts. And guess what? The gut is very social. It talks to the brain cells, it talks to the heart cells, talks to everybody and says, we are in trouble. It's the beginning of inflammation throughout your body. And then I know in the promo you talked about the gut bacteria. That's also important. We've had them for thousands of years. You put the wrong gut bacteria, especially if you take a bunch of antibiotics. A lot of my patients ask me, hey doc, I need an antibiotic for this and that. Please don't, because you kill off these bacteria that's been there for so long. So if you don't have the right kind of bacteria, it can actually make you fat. It can also make you bloated. It can make you have less energy. So the gut is really one of the big centerpieces of your health.
Oh my gosh, I need to give you a high five.
High five.
Yes, because I totally agree with everything that you're saying. I've had so many issues with my gut.
We'll talk.
Yeah, I do. I need like 2 hours of your time. You told us what's different. This is what's different is because a lot of health and diet books are just talking about what to eat and all of that. But I love that you say that it's attacking. Is that what makes you different?
It does, but something even more. I believe that the word diet should be in the dictionary for a synonym for failure. I think anybody who's ever been on a diet knows you can't sustain it. So I don't even use the word diet in this book. What I talk about is a plan for life. I go back to a simple thing. As an MD, most people don't talk about purpose. When's the last time your doctor asked you about purpose? Probably never, right?
No.
Yeah, that's the first chapter of my book, Purpose. The reason is you got to have the why before you do the how. You got to have the reason why you're eating right. So I break it down into 5 pillars, and I talk about how, beginning with purpose, I don't talk about diet, I don't talk about the crazy fitness plans, but really small steps that leads to big shifts in your life.
Yeah, taking those baby steps. So what are the 5 pillars then?
Absolutely, I thought you'd never ask. So number 1 is purpose, to me the most important, and then number 2 is having a mindful eating process. Number 3 is purposeful movement. By that, I don't mean lifting 500 pounds, dropping it, and watching an attractive person see you doing it. That's not purposeful movement. Number 4 is cultivating the mind, which is spirituality. And 5 is a tribe. Wherever you go to, if you don't work in a group, it doesn't work well. I have a chapter on each of these. I tell about the how you were able to do that.
Yeah, you can't really go it alone.
You
got to have people around you.
Correct.
Yes.
And we've succeeded in humanity because of it. So you can't think you can do everything yourself.
Yeah. You were talking about how, when we take antibiotics, it kills that good bacteria in our gut. Is there a way that we can get that bacteria back?
Sure. You can eat foods that are full of that, like sauerkraut, kimchi. You can have yogurt. But I think even more than that, if you take antibiotics, even more than that, take some probiotics. And in addition, ask your doctor if it's right for you. But please don't ask the doctor for antibiotics if you have a viral infection. So many of us get asked, hey, take this pill. And let me tell you, it's easier for me to write a prescription than talk to you. So if you come and ask me for an antibiotic, a lot of people will give you one. So for the viewers, please be wise in how you ask for the antibiotics. But you can replenish them. But the better thing is that don't get rid of them in the first place.
Yeah, that's a great tip. Can I ask you a question that's involving my family right now?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you talk about the tribe.
Yeah.
My 16-year-old son came to me and said, I want a 6-pack in 6 weeks, Mom. And he's never asked me to train him because I'm a fitness professional and eat right. So now my husband's in on it, my son's in on it, we're all doing it together. I know the goal of a 6-pack is not great, but should you have a goal?
Absolutely.
in order,
and
we're
I love the
all
fact,
working together?
I love the fact that your entire tribe is together.
Okay.
Whatever your goal is, I'm not saying that I don't want people to have six-packs, but that can't be the only goal, right? Because I'm interested in the long game. I want to prevent heart disease.
Well, I know, as mother, I know.
Right. But if he's working with you and your husband too together, that's beautiful, because that means you guys are forming relationships that are going to last a lifetime, and that's going to impact his health and well-being.
Okay. Tribe.
I can't wait to see Tanner's six-pack.
And his inflammation in his face this week from just eating the right things and not Taco Bell, the inflammation has gone down. I can see it.
It's huge. And if you eat whole foods and do something really revolutionary, this new technology called cooking, I think it'll change your life, because everybody goes in a box or a can, right? But if you make your own food, you know what's going in it.
I agree.
Yeah, and
nobody does that anymore.
Well, you and I both deal with different issues. I have what they call Hashimoto's, which is the thyroid thing.
Of course.
And then you've got celiac, and we've talked about it plenty of times on the show.
You guys both have talked to me.
We're just awful. We're a mess.
But you can help us by helping our guts, right? I mean,
absolutely. The gut,
thing.
and then the rest of the body will follow.
All right, so the thyroid will kick back in.
Well, it will. I mean, I'm not saying that's the only thing, but work with your doctor. But don't forget that you can't put a bunch of medicine and then eat a bunch of crap. You know, you can't go eat a bunch of fast food and say, I took my pills. Come on, doc, here's my copay. What's going on? You got to do your part, which is also being mindful, also spirituality. I mean, it's not just one thing that does it.
It's true.
You have to do it all. I'm not saying stop your medications, but I'm saying if you take your food the right way and also move the right way and have spirituality, you have a fighting chance.
Love it. Oh, so
You're
fun
such
to talk to you.
you are such
Love
an
his energy.
inspiration.
Yes.
No,
and
thanks
I've got
so
a book
much.
signing coming up.
Book signing.
People are going to love meeting you. So you can join Dr. Nandi for a special signing of his new book. It's tonight, 7 o'clock at the Barnes & Noble on Willow Street in Lone Tree. And you can order a copy of his book online at AskDrNandi.com/hero. You're our hero. Thank you.
And I need to tell you, I do not feed my son Taco Bell. He just goes and gets it himself.
Tell him
He is
tell
a
him he shouldn't do
16-year-old.
that.
No
Yeah, I know.
Taco Bell.
But you know, as long as he does that only 20% of the time, it should be okay.
Okay, we love you.
Just the weekends. 80-20.
All right.
That's right.
Over 26 million Americans have chronic